hero hates. It's constant pressure.
Oh yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure Explosive Flame does not get affected by bounce whatsoever. I could be completely wrong on that, but if that is the case, Solo's gonna have a hard time having to deal with Mateo's projectiles because the range on that is just so far. You can just sit on the side of the ledge and just continuously pepper Sola. And right now, speaking of peppering, we are getting up airs, nairs. 51% already dealt Sola, already at a deficit, but Hero can make it back. All it takes is a little bit of RNG.
And there's the oomph to get it started, but can Sola find the opening? We saw a lot of that in the previous set that Sola had, but this is a different player. What can you do against Mateo?
You know, Mateo was coming off hot after that set against Hayes. So again, momentum is more towards Mateo in that sense, that Mateo is going to be a little bit more warm than Sola. But anything can happen, and that up air going to knock off that first stock, catching Sola's landing options. And that's just what Mateo has been doing so well in this stream. In general, what we have been seeing, him just catching you out.
Oh no! Don't let it be you, Mateo. Thankfully, ready for it that time. That's the scrub killer right there. Just the little the little matchup check. Do you know this move? Remember when this character? Oh no! Flashes of the Marcus set there. My man said, "Bet I can do that too."
Ooh, good fair.
However, with the fair pressure off the ledge, you don't even need the RNG shenanigans. Just the raw reactions from Sola.
And Solo's been doing very well. Actually, Mateo, also, both of these players playing pretty well against each other. As, that side B actually connecting, and the Sizzle not gonna take stun.
Oh, but that is
huge.
He was not ready. The deep dive from Sola all the way into the blast zone and the psych up off stage.
Oh my
Get those buffs stacked, and now you're back in the corner. How did we get here?
I mean, again, Mateo was just not expecting Sola to be able to get that sizzle off, and once Mateo lost that jump, it was just lights out at that point as Mateo was trying to find an answer himself. Oh my god! Sola, you madman!
Are you serious, Sola? Nobody saw that coming. I got hit by that. God. You got hit by that. MK Leo got hit by that. Bro.
My dead grandma got hit by that. She's already 6 feet under, bro.
Well, she just got sent a little further under with that knockback straight into the blast.
Fossilated!
She's about to become a fossil fuel after that one.
Oh no.
Fueling the rage of Sola in this winner's finals. But now Mateo on the back foot. What is the adaptation?
Yeah, I mean, if you're Mateo right now, you gotta realize that you cannot whatsoever let Sola kind of just sit on the side of the ledge and get his, you know, spells off. When you give Sola that option to go through their menu, it's just so tough because you can get whack, you can get flack, you can get all these options like boom, psych up, a lot of moves that will increase the mobility and just the general kill power of Hero. You cannot let that happen, and Mateo's doing that very well. As you can see, actually Sola has not gone for anything on the menu whatsoever in this first minute of this match.
Now finally accessing that menu for the oomph. What's going to be the play off of it? Can Mateo survive the shenanigans? Looking pretty okay so far, but you got to get back to the stage.
Yeah, and so once you get back on the stage, Sola's ready. Oh no.
We're double stacking.
Psych up on deck,
and
the up tilt gonna do the trick. You cannot sleep on this character. Speaking of sleeping, Sola just crouched and got hit by that back air. He thought it was Street Fighter. He thought he was gonna hit by a low hit, but nope.
Yeah, no crouch block's gonna save you there. Mateo with the fantastic spacing off the Angel platform. But you know who else has fantastic spacing is Sola in this neutral. Keeps finding the openings over and over.
Yeah, and I feel like this could, you know, attribute to the fact that this can be a matchup check for players who aren't really, you know, familiar with playing against Hero. And no discredit to Sola whatsoever. Sola has been playing this very perfectly as he gets another F-tilt. He's been hitting that F-tilt so much in this tournament. It's crazy how many people fall for it.
These openings from Sola have been unreal. I just cannot overemphasize how good they have been in the neutral. But forget about neutral. The ledge trapping also impeccable. Finally, a little shield poke coming out from Mateo, but you're right back in the corner. And now the buff's online.
Oh, but loses it immediately to that Nair. I mean, any percentage you can deal onto Palutena is just going to help kill pretty early, but that pivot grab, going to send Sola off stage. Answers back with that side B. Sola just having a
thwack. He was thinking about it. Hocus pocus.
Oh, the hocus pocus.
Oh, do it to him. Do it to him.
Oh, that back air. Gonna rush in and take that stock. Taking game number 2. I was talking about momentum being on Mateo's side, but that just has been the case. Has not been the case so far as Sola picking up a 2-game lead. God, Sola, you're so good.
Man, that was...
The BM
Sola
right
was just in control all the way through. Poking out the hocus pocus, getting poisoned.
What?
Huh?
Don't sleep, this Donkey Kong is really nasty.
I know.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Okay.
Right.
Okay. 57. And on the tiny little stage, there's no escape from the Gorilla King, the great ape himself. Look at this pressure.
Yeah, this change of character was very smart from Mateo. Not only, you know, was Sola getting used to how Mateo played Palutena, but a character like Donkey Kong who can move a little bit more staticky and just has a lot more, you know, options to cheese out, you know, characters. I love how I was talking about Donkey Kong before, and I was talking about Marcus, but now we get to see it as Mateo connects that back air to take stock number 1. We're seeing a change of pace right now and a change of momentum as Mateo finally turning the tables, getting that first stock, something he needed.
Sola maybe not ready for just the advantage state oppression from this Mateo.
Whoa!
DK, gotta watch out. Goes for the frame trap a little bit too slow, but the juggles coming out anyway at only 79% on this thick DK stock. Can you come back? Goes all the way for it. Maybe pull out a zoom. No, doesn't get it. We saw it on the bottom of the deck, but it was too far and too late for Sola. Oh, he's still going. Okay. Oh, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. What's the zoom? Okay, he gets away. The giant punch armor.
Clutch. Speaking of clutch, that's just the name of Mateo right there. His tag is too clutch. But can we see if he can clutch out this game? Unfortunately, not hitting that back air. Good side B from Sola, not allowing Mateo to get that 3 stock that maybe he was looking for. And now Sola gaining a little bit of traction as he sends Mateo off stage, going for all these spells. Bang coming out.
Oh, he was reaching a little bit with the hatchet, man.
There you go. Mateo,
he forgot. DK's not a man. He's not scared.
He is a beast, and Mateo showing why he is one of the beasts of the East. As Mateo gets game number 3 down with his Donkey Kong, we might see him stick around with it. I mean, again, it felt like Sola just had the right options for Palutena, but not expecting this to switch out from Donkey Kong. And I mean, Kelvin said it already to us in stream. His Donkey Kong is cracked, and we're seeing it right there. Mateo showing that he's just
the
not
counter pick? Now this is interesting. Byleth coming out. Tell me about the history of this Byleth.
I mean, do I need to mention how Uppy literally kills Donkey Kong at 0? Like, oh no. Oh, please.
No, she needs it. She needs it.
Okay.
No, he dropped the combo. Mateo gets to live a little bit longer and may not let you forget. Look at this pressure in the corner. Oh no.
Oh my God.
You gotta be so careful.
I love the diversity from both of these players, showing that they're not one-trick wonders whatsoever. And, you know, showing that they actually know more than just one character. I love it because it gives them options to kind of just work around their opponent. Constantly switching up playstyles is a really good tactic in Smash because you can't, like, once you adapt to one thing, it's so hard to, you know, adapt to another playstyle.
Yeah, it's the Proto Banham, right? Ooh, DI mix-up. There we go, Mateo. Who cares about matchups? No tech, though.
Oh, no kill. Doesn't capitalize on that missed tech where you could potentially take the stock. Looking for that fair again. Mateo trying to hit these day ones. Giant punch armor coming through. Ding dong. Nope.
Not gonna kill, but 69 nice damage on Sola and going for more.
No way.
The tether doesn't come back.
The one
and now
time.
Sola in the impossible matchup on their last stock against a max rage Donkey Kong.
All right, we're back at 0. Could Sola get that 0 to that combo that we were talking about and potentially bring this back? As Mateo looking for a pin.
There we go. There we go. No, the whiff again.
Oh, that's so unfortunate because Sola has the right idea every time he's going for it. Just hasn't hit it. And when you miss those combos, it's so detrimental because you're losing a lot of momentum. You're losing a lot of mental gain against your opponent. And right now, again, Mateo with such a high lead. So tough for Sola to come back, but we can see it happen right now as that Nair finally going to connect. We're going to see a backer potentially. No, the up going to do the trick as Sola brings Mateo to last stock. You got to be careful if you're Mateo. You know what Sola has in the pocket.
Is this the one? Is this the one? No! Again! Sola, what are you doing?
Sola going for that 0 to death has a worse ratio than Marcus's judge after
The
Nair.
No! What?
What did I just...
That was the worst game of Smash Bros. Of all time.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Hey, the
That
counter
was
pick worked, man. The
grody.
counter pick worked. What can I say? The counter pick on the counter pick worked. I mean, if up B didn't kill initially with those 0 to deaths, it got it with the edge guard, and I like that Sola went for that. But I feel like Mateo had that in the bag. This is Donkey Kong. It really is just Donkey Kong at that point.
I'm so sad. I wanted to see more of the DK.
Yeah, I mean, we can see it more because Mateo's only down to losers finals right now. But yeah, good stuff to Sola for making it into Winterside Grand Finals. You know, giving himself a little bit more leeway depending on who his next opponent is. You know, that could be a lot of different players. You know, we got Hayes versus Delta Force potentially coming up next. Mouse Rat, Shotgun Raptor Jesus still not having been played yet. But I mean, if you're Mateo, you got to be molding just a tiny bit, right? You have the lead and then you lose it in that fashion. It just sucks.
Oh, my man works so hard.
Here it is. And at this moment, you can see where Mateo's heart broke. Right? And
he had it. He had it. That was your moment. You were going to be the hero to save the DKs. But the choke. Oh, man.
It's like it was Mateo's moment, but Sola took the limelight and ultimately won that entire set. Again, I feel like that just came down generally to having that 2-game lead, giving him more leeway to beat Mateo. But yeah, we're gonna go on a little bit of a break, but before that, we're actually gonna show you guys some ads. So let's roll that. Oh my god, I love the New Jersey Smash Circuit. If you guys don't know, this circuit started July 9th at Fusion. But yeah, it's just a combination of a lot of locals. Fusion Kingdom, Gamer Nook Weekly, run by Rivers, Center Stage. I talked about a Stargate and Pop the Bubble. You know, spanning all the way from New Jersey, from north to south. It's really good. You guys got to get your points in. Go to these tournaments, get your points in, and you guys could be one of the 64 players invited to this 2,500 prize pool. That's not a small prize pool at all.
Speaking of prize pools, if you want to start your own prize pools, support the growth of the Collision series, whether part of the